tonight. Shocking accusations arose today surrounding RCMP in northern BC. They come from a report by Human Rights Watch, an international organization which focuses on human rights abuses. It urges our country to take a national look at missing and murdered Aboriginal women cases.
Neglect, abuse, assault, and rape. Explosive allegations about the practices of RCMP in northern BC. The report by Human Rights Watch documents the failure of police officers to protect Aboriginal women and girls, and that they even caused harm.
From handcuffs applied too tightly, to the use of tasers on underage girls, to the physical and sexual assault of Indigenous women and girls.
Human Rights Watch gathered interviews from Aboriginal women, families, and service providers from 10 northern communities, including Prince George. The allegations come as no surprise to officials from Carrier-Sakani Family Services, who have had women come to them with similar complaints.
We have Aboriginal women that come in and share their stories with us as well. So they're very similar stories to what was put in the report, for sure.
Unfortunately, it's not shocking. I mean, given the history here in the north, in particular with the Ramsey situation, in that incident, RCMP were implicated also in terms of some abuses and the Highway of Tears. Again, these are colossal examples of a need for a public inquiry.
The RCMP says it's taking the allegations very seriously, but investigation is stalled because none of the complainants have come forward.
Unfortunately, 5 months later, and none of these allegations have been brought forward for investigation. It is impossible to deal with such public and serious complaints when we have no method to determine who the victims or the accused are.
A lot of them are very fearful. They will not go to the RCMP based on the relationships they've had in the past and the way that they've been treated. I mean, there's fear there, so we will go on their behalf or make the phone calls or go with them and be whatever support we can be.
The main recommendation by Human Rights Watch is for Canada to hold a national inquiry into missing and murdered Aboriginal women, including the impact of police mistreatment.
There's a lot of work that could be done, and again, it requires governments, provincial and federal, to take this issue seriously by calling for that inquiry. And again, it's important that the RCMP continue to look at this as an opportunity and how to do better relations with the First Nations, in particular with the Aboriginal women.
Other recommendations include increased monitoring for police officers to counter racism and sexism and eliminating searches of women and girls by male police officers. Aileen Machel, CKPG News.